Five Nights at Freddy's is a series that needs no introduction. If you're watching this, you probably know what the series is or have an interest with the series. Or you're that secret third person in the group. Anyways, because FNAF is popular, it's no secret that there have been a couple of tricksters that have made fake leaks and hoaxes about the game, which are the main focuses for this video. For some of you who probably do not know what a hoax is an image or a video that is fake but it's trying to prove to be real to other people. For example, hoaxes such as Herobrine, Luigi being playable in Super Mario 64, and so yeah, a hoax is similar to those fake gameplay Garten of Banban videos used to trick children into thinking it's real. Anyways, now for this video, I will be only covering these games. So yeah, no FNAF World, and none of the Steelwool games. So anyway, without further ado, let's delve in. FNAF 1 was actually pretty safe from all the hoaxes, except for one exception. The infamous Sparky the dog. Arguably one of the very first FNAF hoaxes. He supposedly appears on camera 8 peeking out of the door. All we can see of him is his head. Now I have to say, as somebody who fell for this being real, I'm impressed. Even to this day. For the time, he was tucked away perfectly into the game. He kind of acted like some of those rare FNAF screens like It's Me or other ones. Eventually, the creators of it came out and said it was fake. Now, what makes him special is that he's appeared in 2 FNAF projects. He appears in the FNAF movie in the parts and service area, and the one scene with MatPat appearing. The restaurant that the scene takes place in is known as Sparky's. Oh yeah, there's also this springlock suit in Secrets of the Mimic that kind of resembles Sparky in some way. Now, there's only one more hoax from the first game, so introducing FNAF in real life. Now, if you were on the internet in 2014, you probably remember this image. This image was really popular around 2014. The image is basically a pizzeria, but they just added on the sign Freddy Fazbear's Pizza to it. Now, I don't know if it's just me, but this image kind of reminds me of those real-life pictures of Slender Man that were popular back in the day. Now, because around this time, the Five Nights at Freddy's fan base was mostly children, a lot of children believed it. Heck, there's even a fake VHS tape from back in 2015 about it.
Hi, I'm Freddy Fazbear.
No, you're not. FNAF 2 is where the hoaxes started to really take off in popularity. And I'd argue this is where the FNAF hoaxes were at its peak. It introduced a variety of new characters that a lot of people decided, yeah, we're gonna make hoaxes about it. Now, instead of just one, there's like multiple rare images and hoaxes. Of course, you got the iconic purple guy animatronic, and I never really understood this one as a kid. Is it a hallucination? Is it a ghost? Or is it a springlock? I don't know. It originated from a YouTube video where the purple guy animatronic shows up for like a second and disappears because they realized, wow, this is a stupid idea. And for some reason, this one gained a lot of attraction, spawning many mods and fan recreations of it. Now, this is one of the more memorable ones. The rest of them are bad. Got Shadow Balloon Boy, whatever is happening here, Golden Toy Freddy, and the worst of them all, Golden Balloon Boy. Now, there are some really memorable ones that are actually good, such as the Gray Puppet. Wait, that's made by the same person. Yeah, that's probably a world record. Oh yeah, and the Secret Third Fox character. Now, there were also some rumors going around, like the FNAF 2 jump scare sound, you know, the was actually them saying freedom. Oh yeah, and there was also a theory saying that if you reverse the FNAF 2 trailer, it says Mike killed all, which is actually real. No, who am I kidding? It's fake. Now that we're done with this, let's go on to FNAF 3. Honestly, FNAF 3 had to be one of the most hyped games in the Five Nights at Freddy's series. Well, if you don't include Security Breach. Yeah, and just like FNAF 2, FNAF 3 had a ton of hoaxes, even before the game even came out. Obviously, you've got this Freddy Land teaser, and this is pretty much a terrible example of this. Now, a much better example of this are the images of the withered toy animatronics and a lot of other stuff. Most notable are the withered balloon boy and withered puppet. And in one instance, it became official merge. There were still a fair few image edits around this time, such as this unwithered Bonnie, which I believe this was like something real. And you also got whatever this is. Now, one of the most popular images around this time was this. Well, this one was not a hoax, it was a teaser. A lot of people thought this was a new character named Fred Trap or Salvaged. I'm gonna go with Fred Trap. Now, just like the purple guy animatronic, this one got a lot of fan art as well. Heck, there's even a fan game recreating this character. Now, some people claim that the animatronic had sharp red teeth, which I kind of believe. It's an old Springtrap model, so that's probably what Scott added. Yes, and who could forget people saying that FNAF 3 was gonna be a free-roam game. Well, it looks like we got an original 3D model this time that somebody tried to pass off as legit. Now, we can't talk about 3D hoaxes without them. Now, they weren't made for the intention of tricking people on the internet, but they did. Of course, you got Emil Mako's early Candy the Cat design and Markiplier animatronic. Oh yeah, and who could forget that one fake trailer for Five Nights at Freddy's 3? I would wonder what the creator is up to now. Oh no. Well, those were the ones before FNAF 3. Now, here are the ones after FNAF 3. Phantom Bonnie, yeah, that's it. Oh, and I guess Chrome Freddy count. Five Nights at Freddy's, my favorite game. Now, even though being my favorite, it doesn't have as many hoaxes as 2 and 3 did. But Rumors is a whole nother story. Scott revealed the Nightmare animatronics. A lot of people decided to make edits of the original animatronics, but if they were Nightmare versions of them. One of the more infamous ones was Nightmare Springtrap for a very obvious reason. Funko almost made a mime emoji of him. Why, Funko? You can't get Funtime Freddy right, and you couldn't get this right. Now, another rumor around this time was that the Bite of 83 and the Bite of 87 are basically the same thing. Which they're not, they're both 2 different bites that happen. Now, I want to talk about the Halloween DLC because there's just one more hoax, which is Nightmare JJ. Now, if you don't know who JJ is like a less annoying version of Balloon Boy, and is the only Balloon Boy variant that I don't hate. Created by popular FNAF content creator Motion, Nightmare JJ is basically an edit of Nightmare Balloon Boy. This image was dropped a couple hours before the DLC came out. And that's basically all of them. Now let's move on to Sister Location. Sister Location. A lot of people thought that was Spring Bonnie's reflection in Baby's nose. Even though it didn't have that much hoaxes, I'm gonna cover 3 of these hoaxes. The first one is Sister Location being cancelled. For those of you who don't know, Sister Location's voice actors were leaked, so Scott decided to troll everyone and say that Sister Location was cancelled due to leaks. And we know that in the end it wasn't actually cancelled, this was a troll, so yeah. Another hoax from around this time was the Bon Bon plush. Now, it is pretty much common knowledge at this point that the Sister Location plush wave has to be Funko's worst plush wave ever. I mean, look at them. Baby and Funtime Foxy are fine, but Ballora, the prototype looked better. Now, this image was floating around the time. It's the Bon Bon plush. Now, this is obviously an edit of the Bonnet plush, but this one seemed to get a lot of attraction with custom plushes made out of it. Now, the final one on the Sister Location hoax list is one made by the company Funko. You know them, great Funko Pops, decently good action figures, and really bad plushes. Now, for some reason, they decided to make their own, OC character named Dark Springtrap. The description for him reads, and I quote, "This pop features Dark Springtrap, a form of Springtrap who transforms when he is extremely angry." Now, here's the thing. Apparently, Dark Springtrap is canon somehow. The only thing I can think of him appearing in is the Sister Location Custom Night ending, but it's never really been confirmed where he is. Okay. Pizza Sim only had an old school teaser, and it was this Molten Freddy image, which had a code on it. Does the code do anything? No. Now, surprisingly, Ultimate Custom Night had a couple of hoaxes. I guess since it's a mashup of every FNAF game before the Steel Wool era, it could get a little weird at times. Oh hey, you wouldn't be wrong. A YouTuber by the name of Communic Gaming, I think that's how you pronounce it, made a hoax saying that there was a Demon Freddy animatronic. And I can only describe this as cringe. And yeah, that's pretty much all the FNAF hoaxes. There may have been a couple I have forgotten, but I'm thinking of making a part 2 to this, so don't know when that's gonna come out. I thought it was fun to shed some nostalgia on these hoaxes and see how they've still held up. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe or whatever the other YouTubers say. I've been Axzee, and I'll see you all next time.